Came to Australia got to Perth about 8 years ago. I turned on the radio and I was, shall we say, quite disappointed at what I heard. All the other stations play the same old crap day in, day out, and it's boring.
So my name's Jason Cleary. I'm the General Manager at RTRFM, many stations. It's either station manager or general manager depending on where it is, and I've been with RTR for about 3.5 years in this particular role.
My name's Caitlin Nienarber. I do breakfast on RTRFM Monday to Friday, 6 o'clock till 9, and I've been doing it since January, but I've been at RTR for about 7 years.
Well, my name's Mark Davies, and I've been involved with RTR for about 7.5 years. I'm a regular presenter on Golden Apples of the Sun show on a Sunday, and also El Ritmo on a Tuesday night. And I've also been volunteering at the station for about 8 years.
I was probably 17 at the time when I discovered RTR back in the pre-internet days and knowing what was what.
A friend of mine recommended RTR, and I flicked it on to 92.1, and it's never changed. 8 years later, it's the only station I listen to.
I don't know how I discovered it initially. I think it's just in the, I just heard about it and started listening.
I think community radio is interesting because people love to ask that question, what is community radio, and we'll kind of expect some succinct kind of answer. But
I mean, essentially what it is it's a broadcasting organisation that exists outside of any sort of traditional funding methods. Essentially, it's funded by the subscribers, by the listeners. The listeners will pay a subscription fee.
It's the people who are part of it, really. It's more than a job to me. I think it's just a really lovely thing to be a part of, and for a lot of our members and volunteers, I think it's like a bit of a lifeline as well. It's
or ideal behind community media is that it is independent media, and it is a place for people to be able to have a voice and provide local information and what's going on in the town without being pressured or pushed by corporations or funding or whatever it happens to be giving a certain slant to any voice.
Well, I mean, RTR have up to, I think it's between 12 and 14 events per year.
In the Pines is a really big one for the station in general, and it was really scary this year having to MC part of it for the first time, and this is my little safe bubble in the studio, so it was really weird to get out on stage in front of everyone and have to talk. I was really nervous about that, but it's a beautiful day, so it was lovely.
Well, look, I don't like any one genre of music. I grew up in the UK in the era of listening to John Peel. You could say that most of the music I like is a little bit left field, a little bit experimental, a little bit different, and it's the kind of stuff that lends itself to an alternative station like RTR.
I like it all. That's why I got into radio, is because I loved music and I was listening to a lot of music on the radio. I don't play music, so I'm always impressed by what they can do. People who can come in before 9 o'clock in the morning and play me a song, that's pretty impressive. They usually sound amazing.
I still remember going into UWA the first time I ever won a spot prize of a feature CD, and still remember going into UWA to pick that up and driving laps around UWA trying to find where this little radio station was hidden.
Hugh Cornwell came in, he's from the Stranglers, and he was sitting where you're sitting right now, and he played Golden Brown live on the radio, and that was one of my favourite songs in high school, and that was an incredible experience.
Golden brown, texture like sun,
call in. But it's just... That's right, sorry. I just lost his interview.
Oh,